In many parts of the world, it is highly likely that a significant number of people's initial smartphone experience involves a Samsung device. The company has achieved remarkable success by establishing a strong reputation for producing cost-effective, innovative, and high-quality products across its entire range. However, it raises the question of who should be credited for this accomplishment and how Samsung managed to attain such levels of success. Join us as we delve into the remarkable rise of a company that started with noodles and now conquers the world of cutting-edge technology. Samsung. Lee-Byung, the youngest among 4 siblings, was born into the Lee clan in Yeryong County, South Gyeongsang Province, as a minor branch of a prosperous Yeonbon family. The Yeonbon in Korean society held a position similar to the landed nobility in the Middle East, Europe, China, and Japan, and enjoyed privileged status as the ruling class. His birth took place during a period of great turmoil in the Korean Empire, as it was being annexed by the Empire of Japan in 1910. Despite this, many Korean Yeonbon families, including Lee-Byung-chul's, became subservient to the Japanese, who exerted control through them. Lee-Byung-chul received his secondary education at Seoul's Young High School, and then pursued higher education at Waseda University in Tokyo. However, it is unclear whether he completed his studies there. Upon returning from Japan, he likely devoted his time to managing his family's properties and estates. It was also during this period that the Japanese authorities enforced cultural assimilation and Japanization, which presented further challenges that he had to navigate. Following these experiences, Lee-Byung-chul eventually ventured into entrepreneurship and established his own grocery trading company, which he named Samsung Trading Company. The name Samsung derives from its meaning of 3 stars and reflects the Korean cultural interpretation of a constellation, which is associated with a folktale describing a benevolent dragon combating an evil one. Initially, Samsung Trading Company, led by Lee-Byung-chul, engaged in the trade of noodles and various consumer goods produced in and around Daegu City, which were then exported to China and its provinces. The company thrived by meeting the rising demand for essential items like food and personal care products, particularly as World War II led to reduced spending on luxury items in both the Korean and Japanese markets. In light of its success, Lee-Byung-chul relocated the company's headquarters to Seoul in 1947. However, he was compelled to flee Seoul when the Korean War erupted, as the Korean People's Army had taken control of most of South Korea. He sought refuge in Busan, where he focused on the development of Cheil-Jedong, a sugar refinery he had established in the city. This was followed by the founding and construction of Cheolmojik in Chimsandong, Daegu, in 1954. These endeavors were undertaken under the Samsung brand, effectively diversifying the company's portfolio into different product categories. Cheil-Jedong, which exists today as Korea's leading food culture company, is involved in advanced food research. During this time, Lee had a partner named Cho-hong Hong-jae, who played a crucial role in expanding Samsung into different product categories. However, they had a disagreement over management styles, leading to a split. As a result, Samsung Group was divided into Hyosung Group, Samsung Group, Hankook Tire, and other companies. During this period, Samsung operated with the specific objective of facilitating rapid industrialization in Korea. The company benefited from protective measures implemented by the Korean government, which aimed to support large domestic conglomerates known as chaebols by providing them with competition-free environments and easy financing. Samsung, being one of those chaebols, was managed as a family-owned business, with Lee-Byung-chul grooming his 3rd son, Lee Kun-hee, to eventually take over. In the late 1950s, the company acquired 3 major commercial banks, an insurance provider, a cement manufacturer, and a fertilizer manufacturer. In the 1960s, Samsung expanded its holdings to include additional insurance firms, an oil refinery, a nylon manufacturer, and a department store. In 1969, Samsung made its foray into the electronics sector, establishing several divisions dedicated to this industry. During this period, Samsung ventured into various sectors, including Samsung Corning, Samsung Semiconductor and Telecommunications, Samsung Electromechanics, and Samsung Electronics Devices. A partnership between Samsung and Sanyo was established, enabling the production of consumer goods such as TVs and microwaves. The first black and white TVs manufactured by Samsung Sanyo were introduced to the Korean market in 1970 and gained significant popularity among Korean consumers, surpassing Japanese sets in preference. Benefiting from its existing manufacturing capabilities and a 50% stake in Korea Semiconductor, Samsung quickly embraced innovation. Over the next decade, the company expanded its product range to include transistor black and white TVs, color TVs, refrigerators, electric desk calculators, and air conditioners. In 1978, Samsung achieved a significant milestone by producing 5 million TVs. Additionally, by 1974, Samsung Heavy Industries had become one of the world's largest shipbuilders. During the late 1970s, Samsung Electronics America and the Suwon R&D Center were established. Lee-Byung success was evident as he consistently ranked among the wealthiest individuals in Korea. He also held the position of chairman in the Federation of Korean Industries, a powerful business organization comprising top businessmen in the country, including representatives from LG and Samsung. The chaebols gained significant influence over the nation's fiscal and monetary policies, a topic that remains debated to this day. In 1980, with the acquisition of Hanguk Jajatongsan, Samsung entered the telecommunications hardware sector. Initially manufacturing telephone switchboards, they later expanded to telephone and fax systems before venturing into mobile phone production in 1988. Following the natural death of Lee-Byung in 1987, his third son, Lee Hong-ki, assumed the presidency of Samsung. Initially, Samsung faced challenges in achieving desired sales, as Motorola already controlled 60% of the Korean mobile phone market, while Samsung held only a 10% share at the time. The company struggled for years, with their products gaining a reputation for subpar performance and quality. There were considerations of exiting the cell phone market due to these issues. However, Samsung emerged as one of the few mobile phone companies that surpassed expectations and reached the pinnacle of the market. Other companies like LG and Amazon faced failure in similar endeavors. A pivotal decision in 1995, a few years after Samsung unveiled its first cell phone, marked a turning point. The company recognized the need for a new business plan, initiated by Lee Kun-hee. Samsung decided to prioritize cutting-edge technology instead of continuing with less desirable and less profitable goods. This shift led to investments in new technologies, transforming the company's trajectory. In the early 21st century, Samsung's tech business expanded rapidly, surpassing Sony to become the 20th largest consumer company worldwide. It also established itself as the most favored consumer brand overall. Under the leadership of Lee Kun-hee, Samsung made significant investments in smartphone development, launching its first smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy S, in June 2010. The Galaxy S received positive reception from the public and was praised for its Super AMOLED display. However, it faced criticism for GPS issues and performance degradation over time. Since the launch of the Galaxy S, Samsung has released numerous smartphones, each surpassing its predecessors in terms of new features and system upgrades. The introduction of the Galaxy Note Edge in 2014, featuring a curved screen edge, was a notable success and inspired subsequent phone designs. Samsung has also excelled in the tablet market, with releases like the Galaxy Tab S2 and the more recent Galaxy Tab Active 3 in 2020. With advancements in technology, Samsung has ventured into foldable smartphones, such as the Galaxy Z Fold and Galaxy Z Flip. Currently led by Lee-Byung, the company has faced challenges due to a major scandal and performance issues with certain apps on their flagship devices. Despite this, Samsung has come a long way since its first smartphone release in 2010 and continues to innovate in the mobile industry. Samsung CEO Jang Hee-han has officially apologized for the GOS app throttling scandal affecting flagship Galaxy devices. He assured customers at the annual shareholders meeting that Samsung would listen more closely to their feedback to prevent such issues in the future. Jang Hee-han's own succession to leadership was complicated by Korean law, and he issued a rare apology over contentious succession plans and pledged not to give his children management rights at the conglomerate. President Moon Jae-in, who took office in 2017, campaigned on reforming family-run conglomerates and pledged not to pardon tycoon convictions easily. Despite the challenges, Samsung remains focused on cutting-edge technology, particularly in the field of AI. With the introduction of Bixby, their AI system, Samsung aims to enhance the user experience and integrate AI into people's daily lives. The company plans to invest $22 billion in cutting-edge technology, with a primary focus on 5G and AI by 2022. Samsung plans to expand its research efforts by hiring 1,000 new scientists at AI-focused research facilities worldwide. The company aims to invest over $206 million in research initiatives through 2023. By making these investments, Samsung seeks to strengthen its international position in competitive markets like chip manufacturing, while also exploring growth opportunities in telecommunications and robotics. Although specific investment breakdowns were not provided, Samsung highlighted its consideration of mergers and acquisitions to consolidate technology and gain a competitive edge. This indicates a return to their proven strategy of advancing technology through the acquisition of new companies and startups. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Business Central. Stay connected with us, like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell so you won't miss a video. Stay inspired, stay informed, and keep making waves in the world of business. See you in the next one.